Welcome to our pre-calculus series. In this video, you will learn how do we find general solution for any trigonometric equation. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. We provide you with the best and the simplest solutions to any problems. In this series, we'll discuss how do we find general solution for given trigonometric equation. We'll work in radians for now. This is a very important exercise for the students preparing for calculus. We have three related questions here based on cosine x, and we'll first understand how do we solve a basic equation in cosine x for writing the general solution. And then in the playlist, we'll discuss sine, tangent, and their combinations. So the three questions here are cos x equals to square root 3 by 2, 2 cos 2x plus 1 equals to 0, and square root 3 secant 2x minus 2 equals to 0. The question is to solve each equation for all real values of x. That means to provide a general solution. Clear? Now the concept of general solution here is that, as you know, cosine function is positive in quadrant 1 and 4. So if you look into the cast rule, so if there is a solution in quadrant 1, right, let's say there is a solution in quadrant 1, then there will be a solution in quadrant 4 also, right? So let's say if angle alpha is the solution, then the general solution will be 2n pi plus or minus alpha, right? Where n belongs to set of integers. Does that make sense, right? Since these are the two solutions we are looking at, correct? So based on this concept, we are going to solve and provide you with the solutions. Make sense, right? And we are going to use these special triangles for exact values. So let's begin with the very first question, which is cosine of x is equal to square root 3 by 2. So that reminds you of a triangle which definitely is 30, 60, 90. If you are working in degrees, and radians, it is going to be what? Well, in radians, it is going to be pi by 3, pi by 6, and pi by 2. The sides, as you know, will be 1, 2, square root 3. Since cosine is the ratio of adjacent over hypotenuse, we can see very clearly that angle x should be pi by 6, right? So if I write cos of alpha, one of the solutions, as equal to square root 3 by 2, in that case, we clearly know that alpha is equal to pi by 6. Clear? And as we discussed just now, cosine will have the positive value in both quadrant 1 and in quadrant 4, and therefore the general solution will be one, of course, pi by 6. The other one will be 2 pi minus pi by 6, and so on. You get the idea, correct? And it could also be minus pi by 6, correct? Or it could be kind of like this. You get the sense of it, right? And therefore, the general solution for x is equal to what? Well, it is 2n pi plus minus pi by 6. Makes sense? So that becomes the general solution, and here n belongs to set of integers. Is that clear to you? So that is how we are going to solve it. So I hope it is absolutely clear. Let's take up the second example just to confirm that you have understood the whole concept. This time the equation is 2 cos 2x plus 1 equals to 0. So you can write this as 2 cos 2x equals to minus 1, or cos 2x equals to minus half, right? So again, let's look into the special triangle, which for us is pi by 3, pi by 6, correct? And pi by 2. The sides related will be 1 to square root 3. So minus half means what? Well, minus half means that now we are looking into the solution in quadrant 2 and in quadrant 3, right? So those are the solutions which we are looking into. Perfect. Correct. Now what is the related acute angle? Let's figure this out. So for related acute angle, we'll say, well, cos of 2 alpha equals to half. Let's figure out what is going to be the answer here in quadrant 1 for positive half. So looking into this, it is pi by. So 2 alpha is equal to pi by 3, correct? Very clear. So now when 2 alpha is pi by 3, we can now write down the general solution, which is what is going to be 2x equals to, right? Since it is negative, see, since it is negative, we know the solution will be what? Well, it is going to be 2 pi by 3, correct? For negative, right? So since 2x is negative of this, we'll say, well, cos of 2x will be 2 pi by 3. So 2x will be equal to 2n pi plus or minus 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 because this is pi by 3, right? But pi by 3 will give you a positive value. We are looking for negative value. That means quadrant 2 and quadrant 3, correct? So that becomes the general solution, and we can now write down x as divided by 2, we get n pi plus pi by 3. Does that make sense, right? So plus or minus. So that is how we are going to get the solution. So we have to take away or add 2 pi by 3, correct? Now let's take up the third example, which is square root 3 secant 2x. Secant 2x minus 2 equals to 0. So that when you isolate, we get square root 3 secant 2x equals to 2. Secant 2x equals to 2 over square root 3. So looking back into our special triangle, once again, we know this side is 1, this is 2, this is square root 3. And we are looking into this angle, pi by 6, correct? For secant 2x equals to 2 over 3, means hypotenuse over adjacent side, right? So clearly from here, we get that 2x should be equal to what? Well, angle is pi by 6, and therefore it is going to be general solution of 2n pi plus or minus pi by 6. Make sense? Dividing by 2, we get 2n pi over 2 plus or minus pi by 6 times half, right? So general solution will be n pi plus or minus pi by 12, where n, once again, belongs to set of integers. So do you see how we have solved all the three questions with a general solution, right? So it repeats after every 2 pi and n being integers every other circle. Perfect. So that is how we are going to solve these questions. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to write your comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.